Hi, are we on? Are we live? I should say hello. Sorry, I was kind of just like not really with it. I'll wait and see if anybody's there. Take a look outside. It's a calm day today. The weather's cooler here, which is really, really nice. I actually didn't have to have the air conditioning on last night in the lake. When I went in the lake day before yesterday, the water was actually getting cool. Makes me sad. It's like, it's bloody hot, and then all of a sudden, summer's almost over. Bizarre. I'm complaining of the heat. It's not that the summer's almost over, it's that so much time's going on by already. Hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hi. Nice to see you guys. Oh, I so need to connect with you. I need to connect with you guys today. How are you all doing in the, in this, energy that we're all... Wow, I got to talk to you guys about a couple things. Interesting, I'm looking out at the lake. I wonder if you guys can see. Look at the two different colors in the water. It makes me think of the ocean. There's a line across in the middle of the ocean, some point where on one side it's the Black Sea and then the other side is a different, and it completely stays separated. See the line between the two? I'll think about that later, tomorrow in Terra, and I'll get the message about that. All right, so nice to see you. I sound kind of bummed, don't I? I'm exhausted. I was up till 5:30 this morning watching a Netflix series. And it was a good message. Oh, by the way, Princess Lily Pants has refused to eat again. Yeah, she ate her 3 jars of baby food yesterday, and now she's decided she doesn't like it. So I don't know what she's doing, if she's shutting down or... I don't know. Maybe she's just a spoiled brat. I don't know what to do. So that kind of bums me out. But anyway, I was watching this Netflix series. I don't watch TV. I don't have cable. So, or if we do, I don't know how to work it. We might. I don't know. But I watch Netflix things because then I can choose what if it's... Anyway, I just decided yesterday after working that I should just kind of chill out. And I thought, I'll watch this. Wow. You know, Spirit said to me, you wanted to know what was going on, so we brought you a movie. And they have. You know, we have so many mirrors in our lives about what's going on. I have clients that come to me, and they're mirrors of what's happening in my life and what's happening in... a lot of what was happening, and I don't even want to talk about him anymore. I really don't, but I have to bring this up. In my twin's life. But I'm talking like the physical person. And I don't want to eavesdrop on his life. I don't like going there. Spirit, what I've realized is Spirit brings me and shows me things, I guess, to help me understand. But also, a lot of the things that I'm shown are because, like I said, it's not all about you, right? Spirit keeps saying to me, it's not all about you. So, I don't know why the screen's so freaking white. It was because there were things that I was being shown that affected other people. So when I would speak about them, I'd get very passionate about it, and I would speak about them, especially when I would see things happening to him that upset me, hurt me, worried for him. So when I would get, my heart was that involved, I wanted to help other people, because there were other people that were also going through it. So the other night in my dream, I saw something and didn't understand really what I was watching. I didn't recognize any of the players of the game. And I got a message in the morning really early. I think I woke up at like 2 in the morning. I don't know when I woke up. And one of my Facebook friends asked me a question, and she said, since my mother has passed away, I've had a real difficult time with anxiety. Is there anything that I can take, or what can I do? And I heard, I was so tired. I'd been up, that's the nights that I had been up with Lily for the last 2 nights, and I'd been up with her, and I hadn't slept, and so I saw it, but I was just too tired to even function, so I just went back to sleep. But before I went back to sleep, right when she asked me, I heard wheatgrass, and I just thought, oh, I've just got something on my mind, because of Lily, because whatever. So I go to sleep, but in my dream, I'm talking to her, and I'm telling her she needs wheatgrass. You need wheatgrass. And I see this little baby with her, this little baby with a blanket, little one, little dark haired. In my mind, it was dark hair anyway. I just saw this baby. And there was a lot else that was going on. So when I woke up in the morning, I said, So I researched the wheatgrass, and before that, I thought about that, and I thought, you know, when I went to get Lily her grass that had died, I couldn't find any. You go to the pet store to get the cat grass, and it's all dead, you know, and brown and disgusting and gross, and I couldn't find any, you know, and I had grown her own grass. Remember, accidentally, I pulled up this clump thinking it was this pampas grass or whatever, and it ended up just being grass, which she loved. So I went to the grocery store to get her baby food or whatever. I know it was at that time organic chicken, which I wasted so much money on that. And I walked along and I saw this wheatgrass, right? That wheatgrass. So I bought it and I thought it's grass and maybe she'll eat it. And of course she didn't want to eat it. She chose to go over and eat the poisonous lilies and the aloe vera. And she kept wanting to eat things that weren't good for her, which is a message. She kept wanting to go to something that wasn't good for her. I'm just noticing the new moon up there right now. So new moon wishes. We got to put out new moon wishes. You guys probably can't see that. There's a little fluffy clouds, little tiny, but right in the center you see the new moon. So new moon wishes, that's a good thought. But anyway, I got home and no, she wouldn't eat it. And so I planted, I bought cat grass seeds and I planted. So now finally, this is cat grass coming up. So we have wheatgrass and we have cat grass. But I had told this friend in my dream that you need wheatgrass. It's going to help you. It helps with, and so I researched it, and she does. It helps with anxiety. That's why Lily needed it. It helps with depression, and it helps with anxiety. And it's interesting because when I was leaving the animal clinic, I told you I saw messages on the sides of vehicles as I went by. One said she needs organic barley grass. And then I saw she needs cool air. And then I saw just different things that I saw. And so I researched all of it. And it's wheatgrass helps with anxiety and depression. Lily's depressed, as you can see. And I was saying that my twin needed wheatgrass. And this person needed wheatgrass. And so my dreams are you know, I do get messages that are very, very accurate. There's a lot of other things. And the baby. I said, you know, I saw that. I told her all the different things that would help: omega-3s, you know, exercise, meditation, ginkgo biloba really helps. All the different things that would be helpful for depression and anxiety. And I said, and your little baby will really help too, because. And I said, you have a pet, because animals are very, very helpful too when you have anxiety, depression. That's why they bring pets into hospitals when people are sick. If you pet or hug an animal, it lifts your endorphins. If you pet, I was going to say pet a person, but hey, my dad used to do that. If you hug a person, it lifts your endorphins. If you kiss somebody, it lifts your endorphins. If you have sex, it kicks it right through the roof. Unfortunately, I got to hug my pets at this point. But it lifts your endorphins. And so she says, yeah, I've got a dog and it helps. And I said, good. And I said, and your baby will really help. You know, babies are, your child's a crystal child. And he's there to help you. And I was talking about, you know, children. When they're so new from spirit, their power is so strong. And the same thing with animals. You know, their power is very strong. And I said, but you need to remember to clear your dog of any energy, because he absorbs your energy. And as well as your baby, you need to cut cords with your dog and cut cords with your baby. And I was thinking about that because somebody said that to me. Did you cut cords with Lily and Liger? And I thought, dang, you know, I never thought about doing that. I have cleared them again and again, and I do Reiki on them all the time. But I hadn't cut cords with them. Of course, you know, they're absorbing everything I'm going through. So you need to cut cords. Cords of love can never be cut, but cords of dysfunction or sadness or anger or whatever from anybody, you know, and your pets are in your environment and they're going through everything that you're going through. They take it on. Cats especially take on what you're going through. So my cat, Lily, which is my cat and my twin spirit cat, especially as I do Reiki on her to go for him, through to him, was carrying all of whatever he was going through. So the depression or the anxiety that I was feeling and that he's feeling or whatever, she took it on. So when I told her all of this, she wrote back and she said, a baby? She says, how old, basically she didn't have a baby. And how old is a baby? And I said, just little, just, you know, I don't know, it looked like it was a few months old. The child that I saw with her was in spirit. I know I'm a medium, but that little child that's always with her isn't physically there. That was her nephew that was in spirit. And it's funny because I saw my twin always with a baby on his lap, and I always wondered why, because I know he doesn't have a baby, but there's always a baby on his lap. And I don't know why I'm feeling this right now, but this is what Spirit has me do, right? I'm supposed to share that. Like when my girlfriend Linda died, gosh, I don't even know how many years ago it's been. I block it. She and her family started showing up in my dreams all the time, and her kids, and I was watching everything that was going on, and I wondered who in my life she was representing, you know, because often you'll see other people in your dreams and they're representing different ones, not necessarily who you're shown as. And it took me quite a while before I realized that I was literally watching her family, and Linda was just there. And so I told her son, you know, he posted something about his son going to first day of kindergarten and how he missed his mom, and he wished that she could be there. And I saw her there the night before, walking with them to school, and I said, she is there. She's with you all the time. And I went back through my dreams, and I saw her, and so I told him what they were. So it was really helpful for him, you know, to know that his mom was there. And he said it was the most important day, and it meant so much if my mother had been there. And so she was there. So I've done this with my clients too. This happens. You know, I'll be talking and somebody will start coming through, and I've seen people in accidents, and I've seen somebody who was in an accident, and I didn't realize until later it's my friend now. Her brother was everyone thought he committed suicide, and he didn't. He didn't commit suicide. I watched the whole thing, and the thing that's upsetting to me is that when I dream with my twin all the time, but I'm also given messages for other people. So the things that I saw, I thought were happening to him. And it was so upsetting this last several years to watch all of these things happening to him, and I couldn't stop it. But last night, I watched this Netflix series, and it's happened before, and I've connected with people, and I've gotten really angry with them because I literally thought I was talking to him. I thought he was like pretending to be someone else, because their story was exactly what I was watching, and he was in it. And so I know that a lot of the things that I saw, he actually did go through, and the black dragonfly just flew above me. The dragonfly says, see past the illusion to the truth of the matter. So it was very clear. My dreams are very, very lucid. And he said to me, you know, when he was with me, if a dream is not unfolding in front of you right now, it's symbolic. If it's unfolding in front of you right now, it's prophetic. So I always wondered, why is it that everything else that I watch unfolds in front of me exactly as I see? But there's so much about my twin that doesn't unfold in front of me. Well, because he's not here, right? So I would put it off to, well, I don't know, and I won't know until he's with me. There's some... Wow, I camera around. I should have done that before. Why watch me cry? Jeez. So I wouldn't know until I saw him afterwards if it was prophetic or symbolic. So I used to set in my dreams all the time, and he would tell me, yes, wow, you know, that's heavy. I'm going through a lot at the moment. And so the stuff that at the time I knew was happening. So, but last night as I watched this Netflix movie, I literally watched my twin's life. But it wasn't my twin's life. It was a movie he's watching. That's why I stayed up until 5:30 in the morning. Because I had to watch every single episode to be shown that I see through his eyes. And I'm sure he sees through my eyes. I know he does, because I watch him replay my life back to me. It's so funny, you know, he replays my day back, and he's really accurate. He's not specifically 100% accurate, but he's very accurate, but there are things that he gets confused, which I showed you that before. So that means that things that I see may not be exactly how I see it. So if I am not able to talk to him and share it with him, I have to reserve judgment on that, right? But a lot of the stuff I said, was very, really, really hard for me to handle. And it's made me depressed and anxious, which is hurt, right? So as I watched this whole series, I went back over a few other series that I watched. And I realized that he's watching the same shows that I'm watching, but he watched them first. See, I don't watch TV very much. I don't think he watches. He didn't used to anyway. But I know he spends a lot of time alone, and every single thing in that Netflix I watched, and I thought it was his life. So it's a relief that it isn't. But wow, what a lesson. So how it works is, when I see his face, I know it's him. When I don't see his face, it's not him. He's watching a movie. And Spirit said, you wanted to know what was going on, so we brought you a movie. So I know a lot of what they show me. When they give me other people that I know aren't those people doing those things, it's to symbolically, I guess symbolically, like say, they would show me my sister-in-law and my brother, or they would show me my little sister, or they would show me my daughter. So they're showing me somebody that has that personality. That's the character that they're playing in that. Or like say, if it's in my twin's family, it would be his brother, his mother. And so when it got difficult, because when I connect with people energetically, and if Spirit has a message that I need to deliver to help them, I will dream with them. Now I understand that. So because for the last while, I've just stepped back, I've pulled back, and I thought, I can't do this. This is just killing me, right? It's killing me. And I would get angry at him. I would get so worried for him, and then I would just feel guilty because I was angry, because God, look what he's going through, and he's probably not even going through any of it. I saw the things that he's going through, because when I see his face, that's him. But I don't see his face a lot. So I connected with my friend, she's my friend now, she was Amanda Barker, and it's interesting because I literally watched her entire family's life history. And it's a trip, because I literally watched the whole family's history, and she told me, and I'm thinking, what is going on? I'm thinking, wow, you know, my twins, I mean, it got to the place where he could be an FBI agent, or he could be, oh, there he is, right there. You know, James Bond, or, because I would watch him do things that were just nuts, you know, and I'd think, wow, why, you know, and then I realized when I went in to see my grandson one day, I bought him, I don't know, some video game, that's what he's doing. And I said to Trey, so show me what happens here and how does this work? You know, they put the headset on and you go in and you're that person. Yeah, well, I've been doing that with my twin too. So at least I know if we ever sat down and wanted to watch a movie, we like the same things, right? So just wanted to say that for other people who may have, I know I do have friends that have visions, and I have seen us places, and literally when I see myself there, and when I have him look up at me and say, what are you doing here? Then I know I'm with him. But I don't want to be there. I'm getting tired of this whole game. I really am. And I'm grateful that I can help other people when I dream for them. But what I've done as of this last while, and Lily helped a lot because I was so preoccupied with her, is I'll look at it, I'll see it, and if it doesn't, I'll just put it away. Like, I record all my dreams. Like, I would have the most incredible movies, really, because my dreams they're like movies. And some of them are movies, obviously, I found out. But I'm just going to put them away. And then and it happens quite a bit, and I've been watching it happen lately. And maybe this is how my spirits taught me. This is how they teach me. I don't go to classes. Spirit told me they didn't like me going to classes. They didn't want me taking courses with anybody, that they would teach me themselves the way they wanted me to be taught, because they didn't want to have to unteach something or have me unlearn something when I have something in my head. Unfortunately, this way of learning how to do something is like, you know, throwing somebody in the ocean and say, go swim. And you're drowning, and then you make it because you've somehow figured out that if you paddle your arms and kick your arms at the same time, you won't drown. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And so I wait, and in the morning I'll get emails right away, or I'll get clients that'll call me, and I gotta tell you, man, they'll call me and they'll tell me a scenario, and I'm like, wow, I've just dreamed that whole thing. I was in Wisconsin with my girlfriend Erica, and she starts telling me a story, and I said, I already know it. I've already seen it. I've dreamed it. And I didn't know. I said, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Because I'm supposed to be helping. So here, for the message for you guys, if you have an issue with anxiety or depression, wheatgrass. Wheatgrass. You can get it at the grocery store for $3.99. And when Lily wouldn't eat it, I figured, I should eat it, right? It's not bad. It's green, it's healthy. And remember I said my twin needs grass? My twin needs grass. My girlfriend said, oh, he probably needs to smoke some pot. And I said, no, he needs grass. He needs like grass. And I realized he needs wheatgrass, a shot of wheatgrass. You can get wheatgrass at the health food store, like in a shot. You can put it in your smoothies. Barley grass is also something that right now that's being told, Spirit's telling me. Anyway, that's that. There was something else I think I wanted to say, but Lily, no, Lily's not doing good. Lily is not eating her food again, and she's depressed. And she woke up this morning and she came to me and wanted me to feed her, so I brought her baby food out, and she wouldn't touch it. So I don't know what to do. So I'll just have to listen. Like, it's interesting, you know, when I said that how I figured out what it was that she would eat, she wouldn't eat. And I said, what do you need, baby chicken? And that's when I realized it was baby chicken food. That's what she needed. So I'll say it. I just have to listen to what I say out loud. You know, like my twin did give me a message. She said, my girl needs water. Actually, maybe, you know what? Maybe it wasn't even my twin. Maybe I'm giving him credit for something that is mine. Because I needed water and my girl needed water. And wheatgrass we needed. And just now I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth. And Liger was in the hallway. And it was weird how he was in the hallway. He was literally like in a weird spot, like sitting against the wall. And he teaches me. My Liger is my guide. He's amazing. Yesterday I was doing a reading, and he came up and he started licking my toes. And at the exact same time, a song on the radio was about a guy who had blown it big time with this girl. She loved him, and he was just an asshole. He just treated her like he was just a jerk. I mean, he was a jerk straight up. I mean, clearly he had fear issues and you know, trust issues and whatever, but he treated her really badly. And the song was basically saying all of that, and he was kissing her feet. And right then Liger started kissing my feet, and as I was doing my reading, it all happened at the same time. All three things happened at the same time. I had the spread of cards in front of me, and basically that's what they were telling me. Wow, this guy feels really bad. He's recognized who you are. He's trying to figure out what to say. He knows that you've always been there for him, that you've always loved him, and he realizes that he treated you really badly. And right then Liger started to lick my feet, and the song on the radio started to tell me the same thing. So Liger teaches me, and I laughed. I started laughing, and I said to her, I'm not laughing at you, because the situation, I said, I just have to tell you what's going on. I said, my cat is literally kissing my feet. The song, the guy's kissing her feet, and your cards are, this guy's going to kiss your feet. This guy feels bad. He loves you. He's coming to you. Don't do anything. Back off and just let him come to you. And so that's how my animals work with me. So they give me messages like that, and sadly Lily gives me also messages about depression in this way, and lethargy, and that you need to feed yourself, and that you need, you know, the type of food you need to get in your body. Yesterday I heard the muscular is dying, and that hurts me because I think she might be. Wow. Giant blue heron right there going by. Standing on your own 2 feet. Eclectic, jack of all trades. Very unique, very different. Doesn't care about the Joneses or keeping up with his appearances. Spends most of their time alone. Likes being alone. Knows an opportunity when they see it, and strikes on an opportunity when others don't even recognize it, and they're able to make something amazing out of it. That's the blue heron. I resonate very well with the blue heron. I heard the muscular is dying, and I was talking to my friend the other day about, I'm a vegetarian. I was a vegetarian. I became a vegetarian overnight 3 years ago. It was a moral thing, because I couldn't eat my animals. They're my messengers, they're my friends. And the more evolved we become, the higher we ascend, we will pull away from meat, all of us. Meat, alcohol, drugs. You pull away from all of it because our bodies are cleansing, and we aren't supposed to eat meat. And I still have fish, but I don't know. We'll get to the place where we won't need that either. And but I am a body type that's called the muscular. And I said, I heard the muscular is dying. And I said, well, I'm not dying. That's for damn sure. But I'm a mother. And so I heard in my head my twin's mom is dying. And then I thought, this is my little... and I thought maybe it's her. Because her muscles are atrophying. They're getting really, she's losing muscle mass. And that's what happened to me, remember? when I went into adrenal failure, when I went through, when you go through a great amount of stress and anxiety, it causes things to happen to your body. And now when you're not feeding yourself properly, it exacerbates the situation. So I became a vegetarian and I had no idea what I was doing. My twin's a vegetarian. He could have helped me, but he was gone. So I just kind of started eating like a gerbil, you know, what I could eat. And I didn't want to eat a lot of bread and starch because I didn't want to pack on weight. So my body was thin, but I was losing all my muscle. And I haven't got my muscle back. Remember, I told you guys it's been bothering me. And then my skin started to get really dry. Well, Lily's skin is, her hair's starting to fall out, and her body, her muscles are disappearing. And so I heard the muscular is dying. And that's when I flew into a panic and went and thought, I got to get her meat. I don't care. And my body's been wanting meat. I smell it. I've never not, bacon, for some reason, bacon. Now, meat represents sex. It does. And it represents sex. So my body hasn't had that for a long time either. Not that that's too much information, but it's just, it is what it is. I'm celibate because of my work and because of how I feel about it. I don't have connections with other people unless I am with them on 100% every level. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I will not give my temple or allow anyone to touch it. This is my temple. It's Mirrors is playing on the radio right now, of course. Anyway, so I thought to myself, muscular is dying, so what do you need to do? So I'm not going to eat meat, but I literally almost was tempted to go get it. I saw beef broth, bone broth, and I thought, God, that's so disgusting, bone broth, but it's one of the things that you need. It's the highest amount of protein. So I looked and I researched everything I could, and fish, eggs, lentils, but you're not going to get what you need from that. You won't get it. You need meat to get certain amino acids. So but I did find a yogurt I figured I should tell you guys about. It's called Organics, and it's Organics Greek strained yogurt, and it's 24 grams of protein in it, which is insane. So I got that for me. But I don't know what's going on. Like I said, Lily's not eating again, so I'll have to listen to Spirit and figure it out. But the muscular is dying. Could represent his mother dying, my baby girl dying, or my body, my muscles dying. So got to follow along all those things. And I literally almost, I came out of the grocery store, and in my head I kept thinking, God, am I supposed to eat meat? Am I supposed to eat meat? I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I kept telling myself, no, I can't do that. I'm not going to be a part of this. I come out of the grocery store and I turn my car and I go straight to Pollo Loco. It's right in front of me, fresh. And I heard Lily likes dark meat, and I thought, God, that's sex too, right? Lily likes dark meat. Okay, and then I saw something in the movie last night that I didn't want to watch. But I'm saying all of this right now because I'm just supposed to say it, and later I'll listen to it and I'll get my answers. That's why I'm doing it. So I'm going to leave that. Thank you for that message of letting him come to you, and he realizes who you are, sending healing for Lily and you. Thank you. Fish oils and shark cartilage, just her joint pain. Yeah, I know she's got joint pain. I felt that when I did Reiki on my twin. I felt that, and it's actually Liger. Liger has joint pain, and because he's actually the one that's the twin. That's what's scary about Lily. She's actually me. I'm the one who needed wheatgrass. I'm the new one who needed water. I'm the one whose muscular is dying. Now, when I said to you, when I said to you that meat represents sex, the muscular is dying. I am dying without love in my life, and so then we have to love ourselves, right? But I feel also it means stop waiting. Stop holding on. Allow love into your life because you're dying without it. And that's a message, and it's a loud message, and I got to go with it, you know? Because I keep a wall around myself, and Spirit's been saying, this black dragonfly keeps going by, and he's got a backpack with him. He's got another dragonfly on his back, and they're both flying around up here. It's a trip. Spirit says that you're preventing something beautiful from coming into your life by having a fixed expectation of something. So I release all of that, and whatever, and I said that for the full moon, whatever's in my highest good, I welcome it. Because I do want love in my life, just like everyone else, and it's been far too long. I've been single for 11 years, except for the small amount of time that my twin showed up and before he disappeared. So, and when I was with Tony, you guys saw I was with Tony, that was only a month and a half, but I gotta tell you, the month and a half that Tony and I were together was probably the happiest I've spent in my life until my twin came forward. So I would like that back in my life. So I'm saying that to the universe, bring it in, I'm ready. I'm ready. You hear that message? Yes. I'm just looking at the messages that you... Oh, how beautiful. Hi. How are you? What do you want to talk to us about? You want me just to take a breath and chill out? Just wait? Hi, sweet little thing. So, hummingbird, you will accomplish what may seem impossible to yourself and possibly others. Also means to remember to grab the sweetness in life. Lighten up, because this is getting heavy. Also, the fact that she was just sitting there means I'm not supposed to go anywhere, and I recognize that. Spirit has literally grounded me right now for some strange reason, because they slowed down my work and they shut things down with Lily so that I couldn't leave her, because they're grounding me. And the barn swallow just did a figure 8 above my head. It talks about harbinger of hope. But I got grounded because we all know if I had the ability to leave, if I could leave her, I'd be on the road. I'd be gone. I'd be either in Sedona or I don't know where I'd go. I'd be gone. I'd be out of here. I'm so done with this place. I just want to go. I want to go. I want to get into the mountains. I want to get into the trees. I just want out of here, and they're grounding me, and I know they're doing it for a reason, and the fact that that little hummingbird just came up there and sat, that was her message. I am the hummingbird, so I'm supposed to sit. So that's for you guys. You found a blue jay feather. I think that's amazing. Okay, so a blue jay feather talks about speech. The blue jay, there's a lot of things about blue jay. The blue jay talks about not being a bully, using your words and say what you need to say, but don't be a bully. So be careful of how you use your words because they can be cutting. I learned that. Remember when I got so upset about what was going on and it came across very harsh. So I've got to be careful with that. It's the Aries in me, sorry. At the same time, as soon as I said that, Spirit just said to me, no, that was supposed to happen. Okay. I still feel bad doing it. Also, it means don't allow anybody to bully you. Don't allow anybody to push you around and bully you. The blue jay. And the robin skull. So the robin talks about new beginnings, and the fact that it's a skull, it talks about a death and transformation and absolute new beginnings. So that's a beautiful message for you. Awesome. Okay. Hi, Brianna. Remember when when the great wave comes, go to the mountain? I got that for so long and I couldn't figure it out. Brianna gave me a message about that. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets. And in Sedona, they call a certain area the mountain tableau, right? So, but that's not what Spirit said. They didn't say go to the mountain with the tableau. They said go to the mountain with the tablets. Well, Brianna told me that in Cherokee, my twin, I've been a Cherokee many times in past lives. My twin is Cherokee. It means waterfall. Waterfall has been coming to me forever. Forever. And it means the waterfall. So when the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the waterfalls. and I always heard this. I met my best. When I dove into the waterfall, because the waterfall is a great wave of emotion, right? When the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the waterfalls. Interesting. And I would if I could get out of here. But there's a lot of spiritual symbology in it. It's really super cool. So it takes a while, and Spirit allows us to know what we're going to know. When the time is right. It's all about divine timing when they give you certain specific things. But it's interesting because when I went to Idlewild to do our weekly reading, and on the way down I saw that, remember, I don't know if you guys saw the pictures. Oh, you probably don't if you're not on my personal page because I made it private. I had too many weird stalker kind of people coming and it was driving me nuts, so I went private. And I'm deleting people like crazy. This man he out of iron and out of metal, he made these incredible sculptures, animal sculptures. And I was drawn to their eyes because they had long eyelashes, like my twin, beautiful long eyelashes, incredible. And when you see animals like that, it was almost like fairy animals, you know. And like Bambi, I look at the deer, and he's got such long, beautiful eyelashes. And so I was up there trying to take a picture, and he came out. He's a really nice man, and really good-looking Mexican guy, and he's talking to me with thick accent, you know, not very good English, and I was saying, God, they're so beautiful, and so I was taking pictures of them, and then I was trying to take a picture with me and this ram, because I'm the ram. And he says, I'll take a picture for you. So he took several pictures. I gave him a hug. I said, thank you so much. These are beautiful. And then I left. And then I saw this ram, a video running across the mountain, running across the road in front of a car, and then up a mountain. And I thought, that's me. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets, with the waterfalls. So the mountain with the waterfalls is where I want to be. And I don't know where it is yet, and Spirit will guide me. I kind of have an idea, but it's funny because it doesn't happen until the time is right. Then all of a sudden they put the pieces together, but in the meantime it was kind of upsetting. So that's the end of that. You guys are all patiently listening, and there may be messages in there for you. Oh, my, wow, Kimmy, I just realized what you just said. I've seen a lot of people that have passed over. People that I've seen people murdered. I've seen people. I watched somebody ransack a house recently, and literally kill someone. And I thought it's got to be symbolic, and it wasn't. It was literal, and I know who did it, and it's really horrible. And then I saw, like I said, somebody who the whole entire family said he committed suicide. No, he didn't commit suicide. He didn't realize, he wasn't paying attention. And it was too late. The car came and it killed him. And he felt so bad. He cried and cried and cried. And he felt so bad for disappointing everyone. But he just felt like he was also going through a lot and just wasn't able to get it together. And basically it was his soul's time to go. It just went in that way. I saw another person who overdosed, and they thought that he killed himself, and he didn't. He overdosed, but he didn't kill himself, and he was very sorry, and he came through several times. And I see a man with my twin. Maybe I should say this. I should say this, I guess, because I'm not speaking to him. There's a baby on your lap always. It's not a little baby. It's like a toddler, and there's a man that's always with you. I call him Uncle Phil, because my uncle Phil, who isn't my natural uncle, he's a surrogate uncle. He's probably the most amazing man, the uncle I never had, and his mom and dad are parents that I didn't have. I mean, his actually sister and husband, which is my friend's mom and dad. But in my dreams, I always call this man Uncle Phil. So my twin needs to know that whoever it is in your life that's passed recently is always with you, and he loves you very much. He's very protective of you. He tells me what you're going through. Him I trust. And if it's I call him Uncle Phil, so he probably isn't a natural parent or uncle, unless he just has that same personality. So the personality is someone who plays a guitar. Oh God, I just heard it. Somebody just said to me in a dream the other night, I'm sorry I killed the guitar player. And it was a woman. And it was an aunt. So I'm saying it. I'm sorry I killed the guitar player. And it was an aunt. So this man was a guitar player, somebody's uncle. And very gentle, very loving, very giving, kind of quiet, easygoing. You worked with him on fixing up a house. He helped you fix up a kitchen. I saw you in the kitchen together. You were going to fix this place up and sell it. Anyway, I'm saying all those details because I know you're watching this. I know you watch what I do. And he's with you a lot. And I haven't seen him for a while. And that is him. And I just saw, I don't know if you guys were able to catch that. It was a red dragonfly. And the red dragonfly shows up when somebody who has crossed over into spirit is saying, hello, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm happy, and I'm with you. And it literally showed up right then. So this is somebody who has passed into spirit. So I'm hoping that my twin can take comfort. And it's interesting to me because I will leave it up to him to realize if this is a female or a male. I'm calling this person Uncle Phil. There's the red dragonfly. They don't come around very often, red dragonflies. but it could be a feminine, a female person with a masculine energy that helped you fix how did all the same things. So I just had to give you that. And now I'm going to go here, and you know, I liked sitting down there and doing. I like sitting down there by the plants, but I've got my deck, and I'm going to do. I need to ask how many I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 readings. So the first 6 people to say that they would like a reading, please. And I would prefer. Kimmy just said that she saw a red dragonfly after her brother was found. It stayed near her all day. Yes, Kimberly, for sure. That's what it symbolizes, that he's fine and he's happy, and he wants you to know he's with you. And whoever it was that was murdered, I actually don't believe that the person that I saw hit the woman over the head. I don't think it was anyone's family. I think somebody literally broke into someone's house, and they ransacked it, and they killed the person. And I saw the person who did it is, or connected to it, is in jail right now. And but I don't think he's the one who did it. I think the girl that was with him did it, or it was her plan anyway. I watched it. So it is amazing to me, since I know who this person is. But, you know, karma is a real thing. And whoever hit the person over the head and they drown in the river, and whoever hit the person over the head when they ransacked the house, don't think they're going to get away with it, because they're not. It'll come. And you know what? Karma doesn't always mean jail. Because jail, the worst jail in the world, can be when you have something that you're trying to keep a secret, that and you run and you carry that crap with you for the rest of your life. That jail is worse than actually going to jail. So karma, it will take care of things. It isn't for us, and it's like when I've seen the things that I did see happen to my twin. You can see that I'm a very passionate person, and I will frickin' go to the mat for the people that I love, and I wanted to kill who did what they did to him. And it's not my place to do that. It's for God to do that, and karma will take care of it. And so I rest easy in that knowledge, and what is meant to be spoken about is who's been tortured, and who has been humiliated, and Spirit wants you to let go of the idea of revenge. It's got to stop. I see you with revenge, and you've got a plan, and you're consumed with this revenge, and you need to stop. You need to let it go, because it's literally poisoning your life, destroying your life, and you are causing yourself your own heartache. It's bad enough what happened, but for you to focus your energy on revenge is the worst thing in the world that you can do. That is not justice. It isn't yours. Even no matter what they did to you, it's not yours to bring justice to the situation. It's God's, and He will take care of it in a better way than you ever could. A better way than you ever could. The ones who end up getting their own karma, we couldn't possibly do to them what their own karma will give them back. So I rest in that knowledge, and that is justice. And I have been shown that there is going to be justice. So the one that I'm speaking to about, please let go of the idea of the revenge. I really hope that your higher self is hearing, and you need to forgive the situation. You don't have to look at the person and say, "I forgive you." You just have to forgive the situation. Just say, "I forgive." That's all you have to say, "I forgive," and walk away from it. Okay, so Kimmy's first. Yes, I live in jail. All right, so Kimmy's first. There's Sabrina, there's Brianna, there's Joy, there's Lisa. Brianna is in there too. Kim, Joy, Lisa, Brianna. All right. So the first message, I don't agree with it. I didn't shuffle. I just heard that's okay. When I don't shuffle, sometimes if cards will flip out, that I know that's for the person, but I looked down at it. It was just sitting on top, and I thought, no, I don't agree. And then I have to check that, because I've done that before, where I went to reshuffle, and Spirit said, it's not your message to give, it's ours. So, but I just heard that's okay, because it wasn't the right card. So It's interesting. I'm hearing things now, Kim, a lot. I hear things a lot, which is interesting. I didn't do that so much before, and I'm hearing them while I'm awake. So I'm going to put a request out to Spirit right now, my higher self, and to Spirit, that when it comes to my twin, I want you to give me my messages in meditation, because I know I trust them. I don't want to do it in the dream time anymore, because I don't want to watch him watching movies and think that he's going through that. So I would appreciate that. Thanks. Okay, so for Kimmy, the flame of love. Allow the infinite power of love within you to radiate unconditionally in all directions. Yet stand tall in your sense of self and in your own truth. The healing power of love will help you burn through all illusion, and you will discover new possibilities. This is a powerful time of transformation, ideas, and creativity. Interesting about what I was just talking about. So, see, there's a reason I talked about all of that stuff, because we need to ask ourselves when we get stuff. Kimberly, that I'm reading for, has visions, and she has visions, she gets dreams, she sees things as well. And so the message is for her as well, because a lot of times the things that we see are symbolic, and the visions even that we see are maybe giving us a message. So we have to be careful. So we have to ask ourselves, what would love do? What would love say? What would love feel? And it will help you burn through the illusion, which is why the dragonfly showed up right when I was talking about the illusion of what I was seeing. I needed to see past the illusion and see the reality of it. So unconditional love, I also feel what it means is, you know, she's open and naked and vulnerable, right? But she's moving, dancing in harmony. She's moving in a harmonious way. So she's safe. She's safe being open. She's not protecting herself, overprotecting herself or unnecessarily protecting herself. She's trusting. But she's standing tall in her sense of self and in her own truth. So she's speaking her truth. She's hearing her higher self, and she's strong with it. Yes, I can be loving. Yes, I can be understanding and compassionate. But this is my truth, and this is where I stand. And with that, so it's learning to dance the harmony, the dance in harmony with our own truth, as also with having the ability to unconditionally love and be compassionate, and when we're the burning through illusions is important. The burning through illusions. So so the healing power of love will help you burn through illusions. So what I'm getting is connect to your heart center. What am I hearing? What am I feeling? What am I seeing? What am I hearing? What am I feeling? What I'm seeing? This is what's going on in my picture, in my mind, the movie that I'm watching. But if I connect with my heart, and I go into my heart and I say, okay, what is that my heart is saying? I'm going to separate from my head, from my monkey mind, from what I've seen from the past, from past conditioning, from childhood issues, whatever I'm going through, personally, emotionally, and I'm going to go into my heart, and I'm going to ask to get centered there. And the answers that come from my heart are going to be the ones that are going to guide me. That's what I get, anyway. Okay, that's your message. Kim, Joy, Sabrina, Lisa, Sandy, Bree. Sorry. I gotta get a drink of something. You guys look around. I'm curious about this one. She's sleeping a lot. Okay, so I just heard sardines. I just heard sardines because I took a drink of my my water, and in my water I have lemon juice, chia seeds, omega fatty 3s, but it's actual fish oil. And as soon as I saw the oil on the top of the water, there's oil on the top of the water, so there's an oil spill. Think about that. There's an oil spill in my water. In my emotional waters, there's an oil spill. It's causing things to be blurry. Okay. But I saw that fish oil and I heard sardines. So I wonder if I can go get a can of sardines if she will eat anything. Aren't they really salty? It's perfect. Awesome. Thanks. Okay. You're welcome. I mean, joy for you. Responsibility. Do what feels right for you above all else. It's impossible to please all parties in the present situation. You have responsibility only for your own life and actions. Others must take responsibility for themselves. So I know Joy, and Joy is very much like me. Joy is a caregiver, and Spirit is saying, it's not your job to take care of everybody else. You have to do what's right for you. You've got to make you happy. We know what we're talking about. Remember what you were going to do in the fall, Joy? You're not going to do it. It's not your job to do it. You've done your job. That's over. Now you're moving forward to the next. Okay, so if she eats sardines or salt, they're not... Okay, hold on. Her cat loves sardines. They're not salty, but it might make her want to drink, which is good because she's dehydrated. So I'll go get sardines today. God, you know, it's costing me a fortune going through all of this with this cat. I swear to God. Gotta figure out what the hell's going on. So others have to take responsibility for their own lives. It's not for you to take care of them. You got to take care of you. You're not going to please everybody all the time, and they may not like the decisions that you make. But you got to do what's best for you. So there may be something, I'm not going to make your decision for you. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what it is that this is regarding. I kind of feel like I do, but there might be something else coming up. But, again, we need to love ourselves first before we can help anybody else. So, I don't know, you guys. I'm just, there might be somebody leaning on you, like family, because this is for other people too, not just Joy. You want to do something, and it's going to make other people unhappy, and we can't live our lives trying to make everybody else happy. And if we're not happy, we can't be of any service to anybody else. So we have to take care of ourselves first. We have to make sure that we're happy. And, you know, we'll say, you know, if it's family, you know, I just heard this just now. I don't think that you should do this. This isn't appropriate. Well, I'm sorry that you don't agree with me, but you raised me to this point. I appreciate the person that you raised me to be, and I'm asking you to trust in my decision to make the right decision for myself at this time. And that's what I'm. That's a non-aggressive, non-combative way of saying I appreciate what you know, how you feel. You've done your job, and you've raised me. God, I keep seeing the red dragonflies flying all around me constantly. So I'm going to ask you to trust the person that you raised to make the best decision for myself, and this is what it is. So that just was supposed to be said. I heard it in my head. So that's your message. I want to know who right now, my mom, I think, is with me right now. So I could really use your help, Mom. That's why the dragonfly's here right now. I need my mom's help. So I know what it means. Thank you, Mom. The muscular is dying. It's actually a positive because the muscular is a masculine, dominant, domineering, aggressive energy, which is very much prevalent in Aries women. Also in women who were raised by women, who were abused by men, who were molested by men, who were battered by alcoholics. Women who are raised by people like that and have things like that happen to them become very independent, very strong, very, and can be very aggressive, can be very domineering. My mother was very domineering. And the muscular is dying. I like that in me because what it shows me, and you can see it the way I cry so easily. I never was like this. I feel that the muscular dying is that aggressive, angry energy that I've carried for so many years because of all the things that I've been through. So I just heard that from my mom. The muscular is dying. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So I feel also that we have to be really careful about what we think, right? And what we speak and how we interpret things, because the muscular dying can be very, very negative. the message was, yes, Sherry, your muscles are atrophying. You need protein. But don't, so take that message and then stop there. It's like what I said to my friend Amanda Barker. No, and I said it to somebody else, Jody Schaefer. Jody gave me a message from my twin. It was crystal clear. He was literally there. He said something. There was a couple things I needed to know, and he spoke to her. Because he's a channel and she's a channel, and he was right there. She described him. I saw it was him, and that was the message. But then I continued to talk to her because I wanted to connect, and she connected so quickly with him like that. I wanted to continue, and I shouldn't have. It was enough. That was the message. That was it. And what it's interesting later, but I continued. And I did this with Amanda Barker when I got a certain message from her. My twin came to me a while back and said, if you can't see me, you're going to have to deal with the people on Facebook. And I didn't understand what he meant by that. He was bringing me messages through different people. He's a shapeshifter, and that's what he does. But that was the message, and that was enough. That was it. Now stop, and that messenger has given you the message, and now it's over. Don't keep trying to pull something from that well. That well is run dry. And I heard that. This well is run dry. It can't give you what you're looking for. And I was so hurt and upset because I thought they were talking about my twin, but they weren't. They were talking about the source. That well has run dry. You cannot get what you're looking for from there. We've delivered the message. That's it. Lily delivered the message. Wheatgrass. You need wheatgrass. You need this. You need that. That's it. Don't hold on to the fact that Lily might be dying. There's the black dragonfly. See? And he's got somebody on his back. Hi. See him? He's really big. Hi, Lily. What? What? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you thirsty? What? So, animal readers, take a look at her and tell me, what did you pick from her? You want a drink of water, baby chicken? Or do you want baby chicken now? Is that what we're asking for? Okay. So, I got interrupted right then. I interrupted myself. That's a bummer because what was I saying? Wow, both my ear chakras just went. Oh, okay, thank you. There's a reason why. So don't continue that. The message was delivered, and then don't make it bigger than what it was. Don't turn it into something negative, right? So the message was the muscular is dying. Okay, well, we'll take care of that. We need protein. We need this. We need that. Then that was the message. Stop. Don't continue further. Are you going to have any of it? No? Will you have any of it? Lily? Okay, so I feel like she's nauseated. Oh well. I'll have to let it happen. Sardines. Okay. All right, so that's the message. Don't take it further. So when we get a message from Spirit, the message has been delivered, and then you move on from that source. That's what I was saying to my friend Jody Schaefer. My twin gave me a message. He gave me 2 messages, maybe 3. They were very specific because he called me by the name that only he calls me. He doesn't call me by my first name. He calls me by a specific name, and he named that name, and so I knew it was him. But then it shut down. He got annoyed with me because I asked a question, and I should have known better. And he got mad, and then he shut down. And I said to her, he's gone. And I should have just recognized that. There was nothing else I was going to get from her. And then when I went to the vet, I got certain things. Yes, this is what's going on. But when I got there, that was all that I got. That was it. And Spirit said, you have everything you need. You have everything you need. Anybody else will only complicate matters. So that's a message for you, Kimberly, and for me. We both do this. And for others who have this gift. When Spirit gives you a source, don't bleed it dry. Take the message that you get from that source and then let it go. Okay, so the next person, no more turkey. Yeah, that's what I got. I have chicken and I've got ham. I wonder if she wants chicken and ham. What do you want, Lily Chicken? You want chicken? Does she want chicken now? Okay, so Sabrina. Because that was joy. It's taking longer than I realized I was going to take. I wish you'd eat your grass, your wheatgrass. Maybe it's me that needs that. Okay. So intention. And she's holding on to her heart. Do not lose sight of your original intention. Check inside your heart to see if the path you're traveling fits in with your original hopes and aspirations. If not, take action, take control, and steer your life back on course. Okay, so a lot of times I'll give an example. I went to Wisconsin. I was on my spiritual path. That was my path, right? But I got there and I got involved with the music industry. I got involved with my friends. I got involved with my friend Troy, who was having a difficult time getting his work out, and you know, because he's very shy. He's very gifted but very shy, and so I started manifesting for him, and I ended up literally, I was so consumed with all of that that spirit literally had to yank me out of that town, even though I loved it and I loved my friends, and take me to Sedona because I was not following my path. So we can get sidetracked. Spirit will send us in a direction, and we think we're there, right? We're in that direction. But just like I said with the messengers, right? They'll send me a message. There's the message. But then I get so embroiled in it, and I keep going. No, you got your message. That's it. Move on. That's it. That's it. So wherever you're going, stay present in the moment. Stay in the present moment. And pay attention to the signs that you're getting. Don't keep beating a dead horse. Don't keep staying in the same place. Check to, because something has gotten sidetracked. Something has gotten off. And I've said this, and this is why my body wants to leave so badly. I keep going to the mountains. I keep going to nature. That's important to me because what did I want to do? I wanted to do walking land tours. Remember? I wanted to do walking land tours. I wanted to walk the land with people and do readings and have them come to a place that was beautiful, that they would want to go, that they could connect energetically and spiritually with the land and with their higher selves, getting their messages on a retreat. That's what I wanted to do. I can't do that here. So for you, what was your original intention? Don't lose sight of that. Keep that in the forefront. Keep that in your mind. Make sure, and if what you're doing or what you're thinking about is stalling you, maybe you've gotten involved in something else that grabbed your attention and it's delayed you or it's taken you off course. It's steer you off course. So steer your life back on course. So the way we can steer our life, man, you know, she keeps getting up and down and going back and forth. She doesn't know where she wants to go. So get clear where you want to go. Where is it that you want to go? And then put that intention out there to spirit, and then let go of that, and watch for how they bring forward what your next moves are supposed to be. But it's you that has to do it. We create our lives. So what do? You got to get centered. Where's your heart telling you need to be or say or do? It's inside. Your answers are inside here. They're not here. They're inside here. So that's your message. All right, we'll go get sardines, and I'll take all that baby food back to the store. Spending all my time going back and forth to the store. I figure I get something, and then she doesn't want it anymore. And Liger will eat all of it. He wants all of it. He's easy. Liger's happy wherever, whenever. That's interesting. Okay, so then I get to choose where I want to go. Because Liger's happy with whatever. Well, I want to go to the mountains. That's what I want. Okay, healing. This is a nice card. I like this. Thank you. This is a good one to hear. We see both. At first I saw the divine masculine, which is forward movement of the sun. But then, because it's dark all around, I see the moon as well, which is your intuition, the divine goddess energy. But then I also see the eclipse, which is the energy coming up. So we're going into eclipse season, and eclipse is big changes, a lot of shifting, a lot of truths coming out, truths being told, things being discovered, changes, life changes, relationship changes, big things happening. And what they're giving you with this is a time of healing. There's hearts all around everywhere. The water is still. Emotional waters are healing. There's a positive transformation that's taking place, and it's on a soul level that it's occurring. It's on a soul level. So everything that we go through is helping us work through our past life issues, working through our childhood issues. Also, this is for our soul's path, right? We're awakening our soul's path. And the healing has to occur before we can move forward. So this is a deep healing that's occurring on a soul level. Also, everything that we go through is preparing us for what we've asked for and what our soul's path is. So even though it's challenging and upsetting and difficult, it doesn't have to be. I'm not going to focus on the fact that Lily seems to have issues with, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's going to be okay. Because there's a healing that's taking place. So we'll figure it out. And so if you have a yes or no answer, question, a yes or no question, the answer is yes. That's your message. I'm just going to leave it at that. Your answer is yes. So for anyone who's asking a question right now, the answer is yes. Positive on a soul level, deep healing taking place, the answer is yes. I'm leaving it that way. So, who's next? Is it Lisa next, or was that Lisa? Sorry. So she wants the sun. That's another thing. Joints when they're sore. She wants to sit in the sun. She's looking for that to warm her body up. So she wants to sit in the sun's rays. I get that. It feels good to be in the energy of the sun. Yes, I get that. So, so then maybe vitamin D. She needs vitamin D. I'll have to look up and see what Sandy's next. Okay, Sandy and then Corey. Vitamin D. She needs vitamin D. She keeps licking, like she's nauseated. She's nauseous. Instinct. Follow your natural instincts. Oh wow. Follow your natural instincts. You're making the current issue more complicated than it needs to be. Trust in the universe and allow your intuition to guide you. You are always safe. So follow the natural instincts. Do you know what makes me laugh? My friend Barbara, I met her on the way up to do our weekly reading. And she had to take a driver's test, and she failed it. Has she failed it, or she's worried about failing it? She says, you can only get 10 wrong, and I don't know any of this stuff. There's like trick questions. And I laughed because it's exactly like me. I would fail tests in school, not because I didn't have the right answers, because I knew what the answers were. It's just like right now. I know what the answer is, but I would overthink it. I would look way too deep. I would think, it's got to be, no, that's too simple. It's got to be deeper than that. And I just literally, my right hand just literally electrified all the way up my arm. It's so... Go back to the simple basics. What is simply happening? Go back to the basics. You want to go in house, babe? You want to go inside? Go get some water. She's licking her lips. Go in. Man, she's licking her lips. So she's... Okay, when I lick my lips, I'm not nauseous. I'm thirsty, right? But for some reason, she doesn't want to drink out of that water bottle. She wants to drink out of a different one. So I'm going to watch and see if she goes to her water dish. No, she doesn't. Okay, so whatever it is, allow your intuition to guide you. You're making the situation, you're looking too deep into it. You're looking, maybe you're focusing on it too much. Maybe you're, it's not as scary as you think. It's not as bad as you think. Go back to the basics. And what is it that you intuitively thought before you allowed your fear or your monkey mind to take over and create this major hysterical drama? Go away from drama. Go where there's love and peace. And the hummingbird came up and it said, you're going to accomplish what's impossible. You may feel impossible. They also said, lighten up, right? So that's a big message for me and your message as well. What is this symbol right here? What is that symbol right there? The arrow's pointing down at, which to me looks like a heart. It's behind her. You're welcome. Don't know what that is. I'm going to have to figure out, if you guys can figure out what that is that an astrological symbol? It looks like 2 moons back to back. 2 new moons back to back. 2 new moons back to back. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. All right, that's your card. Big family healing taking place right now. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome. Sandy. Corey's now, right? Corey's next. Phases of the moon. Phases of the moon. And it's new moon. It's 2 new moons. I just pointed, I pointed up to that moon and I said there's 2 moons back to back. Okay, so there's a song that's coming to mind. I wish I knew you when I was young. And it says, can you share my, would you share, and it's funny because the song is, would you share my mood? But I always heard, would you share my moon? So, there's a reason for that. All right. Corey, Corey, Corey. Is that it then? We're done after Corey? I'm going to have to go figure out what she wants to eat right now besides sardines because I can't go to the store right now. Alrighty, positive outcome. Thank you, God. There is hope. Don't give up now. Have faith. Trust. The forces of love are at work behind the scenes. You know what's so awesome about this message? This is such a wonderful message to end on. After this has been very emotional. I'm sorry if I've been too heavy for you guys. You know, the hummingbird wanted me to lighten up. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Might want to clear and your energy from me. My energy is very intense, and I often say to people, since I'm by myself a lot, I often say to people, put a shield around you, I'm coming. Put a shield around you, because my energy is so intense. So I hope I didn't affect anybody in a negative way that way, because my energy is low. So what they want you to do is, I love this. Her eyes are closed. This is how I sleep. I sleep with my hands behind my back like that. So she's very, very relaxed. She's naked. She's exposed. She's vulnerable. She's open. Everything is in a complete, peaceful sense of safety and bliss, right? Totally 100% relaxed. And I love the fact that there's stars. Look at her chakras. They're all lit up. I love that. My chakras have been really lit up lately. Have your guys's? I was connecting so heavily that my chakra, it happens when I connect, when my twin is close to me physically, like in the area generally. But it gets to the place where I almost can't breathe. My chakras are spinning so heavily. And so her chakras are very, very lit up all the way down, which is beautiful. Clearly the colors of, wow, that song is playing right now. Wish I knew you when I was young. It's literally playing right now. Would you share my mood? Would you share my mood? So the moon, okay, so the moon represents our intuition. It also represents the feminine, right? Which would be emotional. Would you share my mood? And there were 2 moons back to back. They had their backs to one another. Would you share my mood? The song's just playing. That's what the message was. Thank you, Spirit, for that. The 2 phases of the moon, kind of like as above, so below, and walking into different realms, walking on both sides. Awesome. My energy's not disturbing, thank you. I didn't want it to be, but I cried and I was heavy. The last message of this, thank you. The last message of this is, Spirit wants you. Now, they've said that there's hope, right? Don't give up now. Have faith and have trust, because the forces of love are behind the scene. They want you to expect a positive outcome. I love that, because when you can expect a positive outcome, you don't have to worry anymore. You don't have to stress anymore. You don't have to. I've been so worried for 3 years about my twin. I've been so worried about Lily. That it's, I've done, and in my dream, I said to my twin, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I've gone through. And he said to me, you've done it yourself. You did it to yourself. I didn't do it to you. You did it yourself. And I thought, wow, you're so cold. There was no emotion at all. I was crying. I don't know what was going on. I was just like, how can you do this to me? How can you let me suffer? How can you let me worry so much? And he said, you did it to yourself. You didn't have to worry. You didn't have to, I mean, okay, I saw a lot of stuff, but so expect a joyous outcome. So if you can expect a joyous outcome, you don't have to worry. You can just relax. You can take a breath at, like the hummingbird says, and sit on that little branch and just breathe it in and just lighten up. It's going to be okay because Spirit said it's going to be okay. And if they say to expect a positive outcome, I expect a positive outcome. Lily is not going to die. Lily is fine. Everything is working out exactly as it's meant to work out. And I understand that sometimes that means that somebody dies and animals die, but she's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. I heard that loud and clear. She is not dying. And at first I felt it was my stubbornness that was saying it, because I don't give up. I'm like a freaking pit bull. I don't give up. But Spirit is saying, expect a positive outcome. So Spirit, I expect that. I expect to be living in the mountains or around trees. I expect to be on land, at least, that I can take people on walking meditations and walking land tours and on a retreat. That's what I expect to happen, because that's where my intention is, and that's what I've seen. And I expect my cats to be with me and healthy, and I expect to have love in my life. And other than that, I'm just going to work with you guys and do my work. And like Spirit said, you might have gotten off track. Go back on your path and stay in the present moment. Stay in the present moment right now. So we need to know that. And Brianna, she says, I got your back. That's what it means. I got your back. It's true. Back to back, I got your back. And then that's a fact. That's a straight up fact, man. I've said before, I've got to be the most loyal person in the world. So if I put that out, energy's going to bring that back, right? So for you guys, Spirit's got our back. Spirit's always got our back. And our soul family's got our back. That's why I knew I was supposed to come out and talk to you guys today. Spirit said, you need to connect with your family. You need to connect. You need to get I needed a shot in the arm. I needed a shot in the arm. And you guys give that to me. And I've learned to ask. I've learned to come and seek you out. Because that's a block that a lot of people have. That they don't want anybody to see them vulnerable. They don't want anybody to see them, struggling or sad, or they figure everything's got to be all happy and sunshine and roses all the time, or you're not going to want them around. And that's not the truth, because we all go through this. And so when I came today, I didn't want to bring anyone down, but I got to tell you straight up, I was really reaching for my family. I was needing. My higher self knew I was supposed to connect with you guys, because you guys help me. You guys lift my energy. And then when we do that, my energy goes to you, your energy comes to me. And if we come in a place for Spirit, I knew coming from messages that we needed to get, it's going to lift all of our energy. So it's been very helpful for me. And I want to say thank you very, very much for being here for me, you guys. It's going to help me go on with the rest of my day and be more productive and be able to help the people that I work with today. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you all for that. 7 is for me. That's 6 now. 7 is for me. You're welcome. Hi, Landon. Landon, do you want a reading? Are you there still? Thank you. I love you guys too. Isn't that neat? You know what? My whole life I couldn't say that out loud. That's what my ex-husband taught me. Him and his daughter said that to each other all the time. And I hadn't said that in my family growing up. And now I can say it out loud. Do you know I never said that to my twins' face? Never told them I loved them. Too scared. But I can say it now. I can say it to you guys. I love you, and I can accept your love, and it feels really, really good. Just to say that, I love you. I love you. When I would say it before, I would feel awkward and embarrassed. And silly. And like it was, I don't know, taking it too lightly. You know that song, those 3 words are said too much and yet not enough. But I like saying it. It feels really good. One more reading. If Landon doesn't say he wants a reading, I'm going to do it for me, which means it's for all of us. And you know what? Whatever it is, if Landon isn't there anymore, I'm going to send it to him. All right, Landon, you didn't speak up. I'll send it to you privately. So what is it that is in my highest good right now? Oh, God. There is hope. Don't give up. Have faith. Trust. Forces of love are at work behind the scenes. Expect a joyous and positive outcome. So, Lena McDougall, would you like me to do a reading for you? I would like to do a reading for you if you say yes. Lena, I connected with Lena a long time ago. She had a very special son, and he passed into spirit several years ago, and he was just a delight, just a brilliant crystal child. His energy is so bright. I'm doing this for Lena, whether she says she wants it or not. Oh wow, Lena, I'm gonna get very emotional here. I just spoke about her son. And the card is Remembrance. And I don't know if you see it. I saw it only when I put the picture up like this. Do you see the person lying in the clouds above the trees, sleeping? Do you see the nose and the mouth right here? Here's the mountains. There's the sleeping person above the trees. This is Lena's son. That's a specific message to Lena. Wow, I just heard it too. This is also Kimberly, because this is the lake. This is the river, and this is him sleeping. And he's at peace. Wow. That's amazing. I love that. But the message itself is very different. That's what the card was. But the message itself says that they want you to remember the light that's within your heart. It's the same light that is in the rays of the sun and is in the glow of the moon. It's the same energy that makes the oceans move and the tides move back and forth, in and out. It's stirring this deep emotional energy. We're all made from that same energy. The fact that it's speaking about the moon, the fact that this is water, and they're sleeping here, and they're above the trees. There's this great emotional energy right here. What is it that your heart truly desires? What have you not said to someone that you would like to say? Please find and express your truth. That's the message. Lionsgate. Do you know what's interesting when you say that about Lionsgate, Brianna? I was born in Lionsgate Hospital in North Vancouver, British Columbia. The song playing right now is Don't Give Up on Me. I won't give up on you. Let me love you. So, what I want to say is, I love you, and I need to hear that you love me. And I need to see you say it to my face. That's what I wanted to say. I was born in Lionsgate Hospital on the side of there's actually a mountain in Canada called Lionsgate, and there's 2 lions at the gate, and you can see them resting on the top of the mountains. Kimberly will know it, probably. Kimberly lives in Saskatchewan, I think, but in BC, it's British Columbia, Lionsgate. It's amazing when you look at them. They're beautiful. I used to come across the Lionsgate Bridge from Vancouver, going into West Van and North Van, and you could see the lions sleeping at the top of the mountains. It was so beautiful. And yesterday when I saw the ram running across the forest, from the forest, running across up into the mountains. Funny that I said a forest, because I didn't see a forest. But I guess that's where they're running from. They're going to run across the road from the forest, and they're going to go up into the mountains. And Brianna said, look, there's a cat in the shadow. And you could see the big cat running alongside the ram, and I am the ram. So there's a big cat running alongside me. And I just find that interesting that the mountain was very prevalent. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. And then you brought up Lionsgate. How odd is that? I don't even have a passport, so I can't go home to Canada, although everyone keeps talking to me about going home. I need to go home. Maybe I just supposed to go there energetically to Lionsgate. But I think it also represents a new birth, a rebirth, because I was born in Lionsgate Hospital. So there's been a death of the old, and right as I say that, there's a vulture above me. You won't see him because he's too little. He's flying above the clouds right now. And that speaks about death, rebirth, and transformation. So I have clearly had a death of the old and a rebirth during Lionsgate, and probably you guys have too. So thanks for bringing that up, Brianna. That's interesting. Okay, you guys, that's it. This is far too emotional for me, and I need to work. I need to clear my energy, and I got to figure out what my if Lily will eat chicken or ham that I have in the refrigerator, the baby food, and if she won't, then I'll have to get some sardines, or I don't know. I'll just not stress it. I won't make a big deal out of it because I know it's going to be okay. So you guys have a beautiful day. We're in Lionsgate, and it's got your back. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening during this time. I want you guys to take a look around. You know what? We can do a solar meditation right now because the sun's not that hot. So let's look up to the sun, and we'll ask that hot, beautiful golden ray burns off any fear, worry, doubt, insecurity, negativity, anything that's come against us on our outside of our shield. We ask that Archangel Michael stand next to us and Archangel Metatron come forward as Metatron opens up and clears and balances our chakras. And now we ask the Father to pour this golden ray down into our crown chakra and fill our entire body all the way through cells, skin, tissues, auric field, everything, all the way down through all of our chakras. Light us up, fill it, everything. I'm pulling away from it. I'm going to have you look out there. I don't want my phone to get black, so look out there as I go. So as that golden ray is filled up inside of us, we can close our eyes if we want, or you can just watch out there. And it's going to now, we're going to pick up that centrifugal force, because now that our chakras have been cleared and balanced, they're working very well, and they've pulled in this energy, that divine, powerful energy of the golden ray. And our chakras are now starting to spin. They'll spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin, and they're going to pick up this centrifugal force. As this happens, the Father drops down unconditional love and healing into our crown, as well as that divine golden ray. And that's spinning inside of us faster and faster and faster. And as that spins inside of us, it starts to flow up. And it's going to go out through the top of our crown like a volcano erupting, and it's going to pour all down the sides of our shield. And as it hits the emotional waters, it's going to cool and it's going to harden. Still spinning inside of us, however, right? The unconditional love that's spinning faster and faster, and it starts to shoot out of our heart chakra out to everyone. Spinning really fast, really, really fast. Nothing is able to come in at us. We have this hardened shield, but now we're going to ask Archangel Michael to close off the top of our crown. Close that and put a seal across that. Protect that. We're asking for armadillo plating to go around the outside. I ask for titanium. It's titanium shield, and it's armadillo plating. And we ask that the plates go down. See how the palm trees are like this? Well, they're going to close all the way down, just like the skirt on the palm trees. Closes down. What I forgot to add to my solar meditation is once this is done, we're asking for, Michael's putting an impenetrable shield over top of that, but then we're going to ask for it to be mirror plated. So anything that comes at us, they will see only their own reflection, and their karma will go back at them. It won't even affect us because it will bounce right off of us. We have to continue to do that. Right now, our shields are cleared. Right now, we're protected, and it's sealed in, and we're doing fine. And we're safe for the rest of the day. And we're going to carry that with us. And as I said, the centrifugal force is going so fast that there's nothing that's going to be able to attach to us and stick. It just won't. But by the end of the day, depending on how we feel, depending on what circumstances we go in, the things that we think ourselves, the words that we say, we could pollute our inside of our own shield. As well as the circumstances on the outside. If you're not in a peaceful setting like this, you're around a negative energy, it'll come and corrosively start eating at your shield. So it's very important that tonight before you go to sleep, you ask that your shield be cleared again, rebalanced. You can go on my YouTube channel. I've got the Golden Shield meditation. It's less than 5 minutes. It's really easy to do. I've sent it to a lot of you. Before you go to sleep at night, to protect your dreams, if you're out there doing working dreams, or if you're just going into your dream space and you don't need anybody else coming in and messing that up. So that was a good thing to do. So if you guys would need any help, if you'd like to have any help with dream analysis, life coaching, personal readings, long distance Reiki healing. I've been doing a lot of long distance Reiki and short distance Reiki too, and it's actually very powerful. My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. My email is Sherry Columbus, SherryColumbus at Yahoo, all one thing. Go to my website, choose what it is that you would like, and that'll direct you to my PayPal. But if you, oh wow, look at that beautiful butterfly transformation. That was a big one. Talk to me on my email. It's the best way to get hold of me, and I can get on it right away. Walk your walk, talk your talk, people. Hi. So that's the best way to get a hold of me. And then he cawed. So that must mean something to somebody. Email me. Other than that, there's a donate button on my page, on my website, if you ever feel so inclined to help out. I do all of this for free, so that would help me. I got to go in and go to work now, so I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I am very, very happy with this weather. It's perfect weather. It's what I've been asking for. It's cooler. It's a breeze. It's gorgeous. I can finally sit with my blinds up, and I'll take the screens down, and I can enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope the reading helped you. I hope, like I said, the energy wasn't too heavy. Joy says that brings clarity to me how things transpired as they did. Yes. You're welcome. Kimberly just painted a feather for her brother while she listened to this writing. Oh, beautiful. What does a feather look like, Kim? Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon. I wonder what kind of feather it is. You know what? Have you guys looked at the feather that I posted? When I went up to, I showed it to you guys when I went up to Idlewild. I need to know what that feather is. Why am I thinking it's wild turkey? It doesn't look like it. It's iridescent. It's brownish, iridescent, and on the outside edge, the feathers are all whitened. And I don't know if the feathers are whitened because it had been exposed to the sun. Somebody said it might be a raven feather, but it's long and thin. It's very long. I almost felt, wow. I wish you guys could have seen that. The dragonflies, you know, they're double-deckering all around. They're mating. The dragonflies are mating, and they're all around my head. So that means that dreams are merging together, because the dragonflies symbolize holding on to your dreams. See past the illusion, but also hold on to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Go after your dreams. They're sound and they're valid, and you deserve to see them fulfilled. And constantly up here, we've been seeing double-decker dragonflies. So dreams merging together. I love that message. It's beautiful. Dreams coming together. And we're to expect a wonderful outcome. So that's a beautiful message to end on. How awesome. But I would like to know if you guys have any idea what that feather is. I really would like to know specifically what that was. Thank you. Have an amazing day. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, you guys. Peace, love, and light. We'll speak again soon. We'll speak on Facebook, I'm sure. Have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye. I love you.